Oh my goodness, I didn't even realize that part of the live wasn't on. I thought I already clicked it on. I was getting really confused. There we go. Let's throw those up there. Thank you, Ben. I appreciate you. Yes. Can all of y'all do me a favor and tap the screen for Cat Mom, who should not be doing it? All right. She said surgery. And if you guys aren't tapping, she might try to. And then I'll be mad at y'all. So y'all tap so she doesn't have to, okay? Y'all tap so she doesn't have to. Ryan, how do you know she didn't have surgery on her toe? How do you know? You could be telling her to use her surgical toe. What if that's the toe that she had surgery on? You don't know that. Whoever is screening calls in for me right now, can you just make sure you check the message that's in the Discord for my screeners tonight? Just making a little bit of a loosening of restrictions for the night. So if you could just check that out for me, I'd really appreciate you. Thank you so much. If she has surgery on her toe, then she could use her fingers. Well, I guess that's not a wrong point, right? I guess that's not technically that is correct. If she had surgery on her toe, then there's no excuse for her not being able to use her finger. That is pretty valid. Actually, now that I think about it. Okay? Now that I think about it, there are no excuses, okay? We got to use fingers, we got to use toes, all right? We got to use what we got here. We got to use what we got here. Corey says you got 9 other toes. Okay? You better start using that pinky toe. You better start using that pinky toe. You better. I don't know. I don't know how you tap with your pinky toe, but yeah, it's Andrea says it's tap or die. Yeah. We get real serious about that tapping up in here. Okay. We get real serious. We get super serial. We get super serial about our tapping over here. All right. I'm like super serious. Stop it, Cat Mom. We're playing with you. Please don't do that. You're gonna injure yourself, and then you're gonna be back in there. Don't do it. I'm joking. I'm 100% joking. Please stop. We are giving you shit. Please stop. Ryan already guaranteed to do twice as many taps a day to make sure that you don't have to. Okay. Ryan already promised to do twice as many taps a day to make sure you don't have to. Okay. And if he says he didn't, he's lying to you. All right. Just thought I'd let you know. If he's saying he didn't, he lied to you. Welcome in to the live. Welcome in to the live. You are here. You have made it You are beautiful. You are special. And you are here. Now get to work. Now get to tapping or hitting that like button or chatting in my chat. Get to work now. I've been nice to you now. Now get to work. Okay? Now get to work. You guys have been slacking. All right. Yes, for the YouTubers, you guys don't have to do any of that. You guys just come in and hit the like button one time. Then you guys are pretty much done except for chatting in my chat and doing that often. All right. And doing that often. Doing that consistently and awesomely. All right. For them, it's a lot of tapping. For you, it's a lot of chatting. Ben, thank you so much for becoming a super fan. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Also, speaking of super fans and super fan like activities, all right. Capo, thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Capo. I really, really appreciate that. It looks like Dwayne, Sheep, Allen, OPXX, Mindcrime, Ellie, Top Knight, Trinity, Paladin, and my minions all got free gifted memberships over on the YTs. Hells yeah, brother. Hells yeah, brother. W's in chat for Capo for the 10 gifted. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Capo. Big W's in the chat. You dig the Mothica shirt? I got it at her concert that I went to. Not too long ago? Not too long ago? Yeah. Where's the mega super fan? Actually, that would be Poly Obsessed. And for you over there on YouTube, you can actually become that. That's the upgraded version of my membership over there. So there you go. Yeah, I got it at her concert. She was great. She was excellent. She had some guitar player with her. And he kept trying to like get up to the front of the stage. And he was very annoying. Yeah. He was like super annoying. I did not like him. I wish he had went away. Yeah. But she was awesome. She was absolutely awesome. So, yeah, definitely would recommend. Yeah, definitely would recommend. Ooh, excuse me. All right, y'all, if you all still support Trump, you can join the guest request box, or you can call in on the number that's above my head, and we can have a conversation. But yeah, she was a really good show. She was a really good show. I highly recommend if you get a chance. Highly recommend if you get a chance. I cannot get this thing to be right where I want it. It's so annoying. Either it's too close to my head. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm going to leave that where it's at. Sorry, 1 second. Un momento. That's pretty good. That's pretty fucking good. That's not bad. That's not bad. I've done worse. I've done worse. Perfect 7 out of 60% of the time it works every time. Okay? 60% of the time, it works every time. Yep, 60% of the time. All right. Well, I see a bunch of you Trump supporters in there. I don't see a bunch of people ringing up my phone line or joining my guest request box. So I guess we only got the scared MAGA in here today. The scared MAGA and the Russian bots. You know? I think it's just scared MAGA and Russian bots. But 61% of the time works every time. Anyways. Sorry, we're talking about some people that have already hung up. Oh my god! Apparently, we already had we've had a child call in, and we've had a drunk guy. I told my screeners, I was like, I'll talk to the drunk guy. I mean, let's be honest. You have to be pretty fucking drunk to support Trump, right? So I was like, I'll talk to the drunk guy. But apparently he left before we got a shot. Unfortunately. Yeah, let the drunk, if we stop the drunks from coming in, who would we even have? Older millennial called? That's possible. It's so annoying because like I watch a lot of MAGA videos. I live in MAGA land, right? And I watch a lot of videos because of it. And so he pops up on my stream all the time. That dude is a fucking idiot, bro. That dude is a fucking idiot. God, I could literally have an entire account where all I do is just take older millennial videos and show how they're wrong. Like literally, I could make an entirely different account. It would just be called Pauly reacts to older millennial, and then I'll just react to every older millennial video and show how it's wrong. It'd be a very annoying channel to make. It'd be a very annoying channel to make. Yeah, I see Hoodie and Tony saying they're big Trump supporters, but again, nobody's in my guest request box and nobody's calling my phone line. So I don't think they're that big of Trump supporters. I don't think either of them have pictures either. So they're probably just Russian bots. Okay? They're probably just Russian bots. Vladimir is over in Russia just typing away. Just. Yes, comrade. I love Donald Trump. Yes, I am American citizen. I am from Florida. And I love Donald Trump. Yeah. No one believes you. No one believes you. Okay. Oh, I'm not being racist. It's just a true fact that Russia sent a bunch of freaking bots and advertisers over to the United States to convince people to vote for Donald Trump. That's just a fact. So you're the one that voted for it. You're the one that voted for Vladimir's friends over there. You're the one who voted for Vladimir's friend over there. You're the one who's over there freaking being chokeholded by Vladimir Putin. Okay. You're the one over here just being like letting Donald Trump get freaking BDSM'd by freaking Vladimir Putin. All right. Not me. Not me. Y'all just had that fucking MAGA creator. What was that fucking dipshit's name that was getting paid like $100,000 an episode of his podcast to say fucking anti-Ukrainian shit? Who was it? Tim Pool. Is that his name? Yeah, Tim Pool. That fucking idiot. Literally getting paid $100,000 an episode. All right. To fucking spread Russian propaganda while MAGA just num 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 num. Num 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 num. Let's just eat it all up. I like how in multiple chats people just keep saying the bald one Tim Pool, because besides being a Russian bot, that's all he's known for is being bald. You ever wonder why so many of these MAGAs go bald? Like Stephen Miller and like all. You ever wonder why they go bald? Does hate just make your hair fall out? Does hate just make your hair fall out? I don't know. I don't know. Hate ages you. That's why someone said that Stephen Miller's so racist. That's why his hair fell out because it was black. Yeah, he's so fucking racist. He couldn't keep that black hair on his head. Why is someone yelling debate me? Call in. You don't have to yell in the chat debate me. Call the number. It's on the screen. You think he was bald in high school? Well, yeah, he was a racist in high school too. Yeah. He was a racist in high school too. That's why his hair all started falling out while he was in high school. Okay? Yeah, Stephen Miller. Yeah. That dude, I'm pretty sure that dude might have been born a racist. Like straight up. Like straight up. Mister, I'm going to hide behind my wife at the White House Correspondents' Dinner in case the bullets start flying. I mean, in his defense, his wife is pregnant, so she was a larger target, larger human shield to block him from the bullets. You know? So that's the way how he was thinking about it. He was like, wow, she's a larger frame to block me from the bullets. Oh, but we're the big alpha male Republicans who hide behind our. You saw fucking Stephen Miller use his wife as a human shield. You saw JD Vance and RFK just fucking abandon their wives. They were just like, fuck it. JD Vance ran over and hid in front of a couch. Some people say behind. I say it was in front of. He ran in front of a couch trying to protect it. All right, because he was pretty fine with his wife, being gone, but he couldn't let that couch take a bullet. So he was trying to get in them cushions. And RFK just straight up bounced out of it, just full on gone. Yeah, RFK was just like, fuck this shit. I got wet jeans to get in. I got wet jeans to get in with Kid Rock. You think they shared those jeans? Do you think after RFK got out of the hot tub, Like he gave the jeans to Kid Rock to wear. In those jeans, like I like it. Tell me, is there any more room for me? That's what Kid Rock was singing the whole time. Yeah. In those jeans. Tell me, is there any more room for me in those jeans? Come on in, let's do it. Oh. Riding. I like all the bald people in my chat are trying to defend themselves. I'm not talking about y'all, okay? Jesus, don't get all defensive, okay? I'm not talking about y'all. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Jared from Texas. How old are you?
25.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
Yes.
Awesome. Why is that?
Because I like the war with Iran.
Where's it going to run to?
What do you mean?
Never mind. Why do you support the war in Iran?
Because I don't like terrorist groups in the Middle Eastern government.
Neither do I. What does that have to do with the war?
Because they're hurting the Iran government.
Because they're hurting the Iranian government, the people that they're negotiating with right now?
Yeah. Well, they have to. I mean, we can't kill them all, so we got to negotiate with some of them, right? We can't do what Hitler did.
No, we've taken out plenty of regimes in the history of the United States. Yeah, Panama. There's one that just comes to mind.
You can't
Iraq.
kill them all, though. You have
I didn't say kill them all. I said
negotiations.
they got rid of the entire regime. The regime that was funding whatever they didn't want, right? Like, I mean, in places like Honduras, Nicaragua, Panama, we went in and we took out the entire regime that was doing bad stuff that we didn't like, and then we installed a new regime. Now, I'm not saying that that's good, right? Like, I'm not saying that's what we should do, but it is what we normally do. I mean, if you want to look at 1953 in Iran, we actually did the exact same thing where we took out the democratically elected leader of Iran in order to put in somebody that was more favorable to us, right?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't really care what happened about 1953. I wasn't alive then, but yeah.
Well, sir, you should care about things just because you weren't alive in them, right? Like, do you care about that the Nazis existed? Because you weren't alive for that either.
I am Jewish, but no, I don't really care about that.
Oh, okay. So this is an old saying that we used to say all the time. I don't really know what happened to it. It's a shame that it went away. But it said if you don't study history, right, you're destined to repeat it. And that's exactly what you're doing right now, right? You're completely ignoring all of history where we've already made all of these mistakes and then going, oh, well, it'll be different this time. But you don't know what it'll even be different then because you didn't study into this stuff that, that happened before it. And I think that's kind of a problem, don't you?
Yeah, but if you want to use that logic, you can use that logic for everything. Like, history always repeats itself for everything.
No, it doesn't, right? Like, we had slavery, we had chattel slavery in the United States. We had it, and thanks to history, we're not going back to it. You see how that works?
The United States doesn't have slavery, but there's still slavery going on in the world.
I'm talking about the United States and the way that we make our laws. We can't affect the way that other countries make their laws. We can only affect the way that we make our laws, right? And so it's important to know that chattel slavery existed in the United States so that we don't make the same mistake and put chattel slavery back in the United States. And that hasn't repeated itself yet, right? But see, we've already gone in and tried to overthrow the government of Iran, right? And it led to the Ayatollah that's funding all of those terrorist groups that you don't like. That happened because we went in there and tried to change the government of Iran. And so now what we should be doing is looking at that history lesson and going, okay, what can we learn from what we did last time and make decisions based off of that? But if we don't know what we did before, then you can't really do that, right?
Right, but so my thing is how would you try to control Iran then if you don't want to go in there and cause any conflict?
I don't. My question more back to you is what makes you think that conflict is controlling Iran?
I mean, it definitely. I mean, like Afghan. If you want to go back to history, Afghanistan war it did.
How would you're not allowed to talk about that, right? Didn't that start
What do you
before you were
mean?
born?
No, I'm not 15. I'm 25.
Just making sure. You barely.
Yeah, but I was born in 2000.
Okay. Well, regardless, what were you saying? What was your comparison to Afghanistan?
Saying that like how we went in there, caused conflict with them, and we were able to control them while we were there. Of course, when we leave, that's a different story. You know what I mean? But
So your idea is to go into Iran and to occupy Iran for the next 20 years?
yes,
Oh, well, Donald Trump's idea isn't that. First of all, I think
well,
that's
that's
incredibly
sad.
stupid, right? Like that's just insanely stupid. The literal trillions of dollars that we spent in Afghanistan, the freaking thousands of American lives that were lost for us to just simply hand the entire thing back to the Taliban is incredibly stupid, right? Like why would I want to spend trillions of dollars occupying another country, the thousands of American lives, right, to get nothing out of it in the end? Why would I want that?
I mean, we're getting stuff out of it. If you think that we're over there for no reason is outrageous.
I didn't say that. You were comparing it to Afghanistan. What did we get out of Afghanistan?
I guess payback on 9/11. I don't know. I mean, you tell me. That was an Obama thing, so you tell me.
It was an Obama thing. Try a Bush thing, sir.
Well, Bush, yes, but I'm talking about the Afghanistan war. Like Obama didn't try to stop it.
Neither did Trump.
I didn't say he did.
All right, then
I'm
I don't know
for
what we're talking about
conflict.
here. Okay, what I'm saying is what did we get out of Afghanistan? We got payback from 9/11. What the people that did 9/11 were they from Afghanistan?
The terrorist group was, yeah.
The terrorist group were any of the terrorists?
Huh?
Were any of the terrorists?
Were any of the terrorists?
Yeah, the people in the planes that hit it, where were they
Yeah,
from?
Afghanistan.
Incorrect. Not a singular one of them was from Afghanistan.
Yeah, they were.
Incorrect. The majority of them were from Saudi Arabia. With I
That's a
think with I think like
that's a piece of the Middle East.
oh, so Afghanistan and all of the Middle East is all the same country? That's what you're
Their
saying?
government is, yeah. Their government is, yes.
One government. All of Saudi Arabia, Afghanistan, the whole Middle East is one government.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh,
With
that's the
Iran,
dumbest fucking
Afghanistan.
thing I've ever heard in my entire fucking life. Yeah, that is.
Why
I have
you
heard.
why you cussing?
Oh, if it hurts your fifis, then fucking run, bitch. I don't give a shit.
No, you're
Okay,
crashing
I
out.
will curse all the fuck I want on my life. If you don't like it, fuck off. How about that?
Oh, poor little flower.
No, you're the one that's getting all upset about somebody cursing.
I'm not upset at all. You're the one that's
Sir,
cussing.
you're
You don't
literally sitting
cuss
here
unless
like,
you're upset.
where you cursed? Why are you cursing? Why are you cursing? That's literally what you sound like. You literally weren't raised by two parents that actually fucking loved you. Either that or they loved each other more because they were fucking siblings. And you want to sit here and whine about somebody fucking cursing and then cry about me telling you to fuck off when I tell you to not tell me whether I can curse or not on my fucking live. Okay, I'm sorry that you're too stupid to have this conversation because you think that the entire Middle East is one fucking government. But if I want to curse on my fucking live, I fucking will. I'm sorry that over there in Texas, where you're from, you don't like when black people actually speak up. All right, but see where I'm from, I
Actually,
don't give a shit. I'm talking, child. I'm talking.
I have black
I'm
people that
talking,
don't.
child. Be quiet. I will teach you
I
discipline,
don't.
unlike your father
No,
did. Okay, do not come on
no.
my
Well,
fucking
my
live
father.
whining about somebody fucking cursing. Okay? If you want to have a fucking conversation politically about what is going on in the Middle East, then we can have that. If you want to whine like a little fucking bitch, then go do it someplace else. Sound good?
Yeah, but can I tell you that my
No, I
father
don't
was
care.
black and he left
Anyways,
me?
that the Middle East is all one fucking government, when you support Donald Trump and Donald Trump is literally having ex-leaders of Al-Qaeda, right, come to the White House and he negotiates them, right?
Yeah.
Like MBS coming to the White House, like you all of a sudden care about Al Qaeda, but Donald Trump is literally having people in the White House from Al Qaeda that he supports. He's literally the person who gave the Taliban back freaking Afghanistan. And now you're saying the answer to the Iran war is just to occupy it for 20 years like we did in Afghanistan in order to get nothing out of it? What would we possibly get out of occupying Iran for the next freaking 20 years?
Oil.
So you
Yep.
want to waste trillions of dollars and fucking thousands, if not tens of thousands of American lives for oil.
You're acting like Democrats don't waste trillions of dollars.
I don't give a shit who's wasting trillions of dollars. I don't want any party to waste trillions of dollars and thousands, if not tens of thousands of American lives on oil ventures in the Middle East. Zero. I don't give a fuck about Republican or Democrat. That's fucking stupid. Are you fucking kidding me?
All right, well then don't be on the side of Democrats. Be libertarian.
I didn't say I was on the side of Democrats. You assumed that.
No, you have been on the side of Democrats your whole time you've been doing TikTok Live.
You obviously don't watch me then. I don't give a fuck what you think.
Yes,
And you
I
have
do.
your
I
fucking
watch- I
opinion
don't
of
know
whether
why
I'm a
it's funny.
Democrat or not, sir. Your opinion of whether I'm a Democrat or not means less than dog shit to me, okay? Like literally less than dog shit of your opinion of whether I'm a Democrat or not, okay? I'm not on the side of fucking anybody, but of American citizens, okay, which you seem to not have been. You're on the side of fucking oil, and I'm on the side of US citizens, okay? I'm on the side of not forever wars. You're on the side of forever wars. You see how see the difference here, sir? You see we're on the different side? This has nothing to do with Republican or Democrat. Zero. It says zero to do with Republican and Democrat. You think that we should occupy Iran for the next 20 years the same way we did out of Afghanistan, and you say the reason for that is oil. You are literally a George Bush Jr. fucking lackey.
You can't get rid of war. You know that, right? War has been here for
You
centuries.
can't get
and
rid of
always will
war is
be.
the most gaslighting fucking argument that I've ever heard in my entire life. Did I ever say, let's get rid of war?
That's how you're acting.
Did I ever say, let's get rid of war?
You're acting like that. You want to pull out
Oh,
of
sir,
Iran.
how about you
but
worry
yes.
about what I'm acting like? It doesn't even sound like you can handle what you're saying, so maybe you shouldn't be worrying about what I'm acting like. Did I say we're going to get rid of war?
Yes, by pulling
No,
out
I
of
did
Iran.
not.
Yes.
I never fucking said that we should get rid of war. Now, let's be very clear. If we could get rid of war, we 100% should get rid of war. We 100% should do that. Here's the problem, though. It's not a matter of whether we can get rid of war. It's whether you support policies that actually create war or not. And right now, you're supporting policies that create war. Okay,
And
just
so
because
do
we
you- so do
can't get
you.
rid of something, whether we can or cannot get rid of something, doesn't mean that we should be the people that create that something.
Right. So I have a question. So what side do you would like to vote for on the next presidency?
I will vote for anybody that's not a fucking MAGA Republican.
Okay, exactly. So you're going to go for Democrats. Well,
I didn't
what's
say
actually
that.
crazy is that
I never said
There's
that.
a-
I didn't say that. Do you have a hearing problem or a comprehension problem?
bro, you're not going to vote for a libertarian when they're not even going to win.
I
It's
didn't
either
say.
Republican
How
or
do you know what the
Democrat.
fuck I would vote for?
Because I know you.
You have no fucking clue. You have no fucking clue what I would vote for, who I would vote for, anything. What I won't vote for is fucking fascists, and what I won't vote for is people that freaking completely disregard the Constitution. And that is Donald Trump and anybody that supports him. And if it was a piece of shit fucking Democrat and there was a fucking actual good fucking Republican that was in that spot, I would vote for the Republican because I don't vote for pieces of shit. Okay? See, you are such a fucking simp, okay, and such a fucking sheep that you can't think outside of just voting within whatever fucking policy, whatever party that you fucking think about. You don't have the brain capacity to think any more than just zombie fucking mode. Like, I'm gonna vote Republican because it's fucking Republican, where I don't vote for pieces of shit. Now, me personally, the Democrats fit closer to my freaking ideals. They're farther right than I would like, but they fit closer to my ideals. So yes, I am more likely to vote Democrat if we have two good candidates. But if we have one shitty candidate and one good candidate, then it stops becoming about who the candidate, what candidate the party is for, and it starts becoming who's not a fucking piece of shit.
But both parties are pieces of shit. Let's be for real.
I'm not talking about parties being pieces of shit, sir. You don't vote parties into office. You vote people into office.
But peoples are the part of the parties. It doesn't matter who the
No.
person is.
There was tons of
Yes.
good Republicans out there that y'all could have voted for. Y'all chose to vote for the 4 times felon. Y'all chose to vote for the adjudicated rapist. Y'all chose to vote for the guy who defrauded children with cancer. Y'all chose to vote for the guy who sexualized his daughter. Y'all chose to vote for the guy who freaking sexualized a 10-year-old. You chose to vote for the guy who's in the freaking Epstein files umpteen times. You chose to vote for that Republican. You chose to vote
You
for
do realize that the
one.
president-
You could
the
have voted for
presidential-
so many. You could have voted for so many other Republicans. You chose to vote for the guy who called veterans suckers and losers. You chose
The
for them to vote for the
presidential
5-time
the
draft dog.
presidential election was before he was convicted of that.
Incorrect. No, it was not.
No, it's not incorrect. Yes, it
I'm
was.
not asking your fucking opinion, sir. I'm telling you that he was convicted prior to the election.
No, he wasn't.
You want me to prove it? Because I can.
Yeah, prove it.
Like so fucking easily, like ridiculously easy. Do, 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 do. July 2024. Oh, sorry. Troy was convicted of 34 felony counts on business records in the first degree, May 30th of 2024. When was the election?
November.
Oh, what comes earlier in the year, May or November?
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
What?
I'm just rage baiting you, bro.
No, you're not rage baiting me, sir. I know rage baiters. Like, I literally do this all the time. You're not rage baiting anyone. You're just a fucking idiot. No, sir, I'm not asking your opinion. You're not rage baiting anyone. I know rage baiters, okay? Literally. I do this all the fucking time, and I know what rage baiters sound like. You're just a fucking moron who's getting called on all your shit, and now you're trying to backtrack out of it and try to backpedal and go, oh, I'm just rage baiting, when you're really just an idiot, sir. That's all you are, sir. You're just an idiot who probably got dropped on his head as a child. That's all you are, okay? Yeah, that's all you are, sweetheart, okay? That's why you're all up in your feelings, being all sad about everything, okay?
I'm not sad about nothing, bro. I make over $100,000 a year.
Oh, no one that's ever made $100,000 a year has been fucking sad. Oh my
No, they
God.
haven't.
Nobody that's ever made $100,000 a year has ever been sad.
Money
You
makes
know how many
happiness.
fucking millionaires commit suicide, sir?
Because they're dumb. They're looking for love, not happiness.
Oh, gotcha. They're looking for love, not happiness. Now you can also psychoanalyze every fucking millionaire on the planet. You're super smart. What do you do for that $100,000? Do you read minds and tell the future?
Yeah, I have telekinesis and I build computer chips.
Your telekinesis? Your telekinesis. Not telekinetic, your telekinesis.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Wow. This shows you right here that you don't need to be smart in order to make money. Okay, you can be a complete.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
Obviously,
you can be a complete idiot and fucking make money. That has those two things never have anything to do with each other. This motherfucker just said he is telekinesis. This motherfucker said, "I am telekinesis. I am the force field behind telekinesis." That's what this dude is fucking Miss Cleo mixed with fucking David Blaine over here. He is the physical embodiment of telekinesis.
Why do you make people call you and
Nobody made you call me at all, sir. You chose with your little frickin' my mom is also my auntie self. You chose to ring in on the door on the call. You chose to do that, and then you chose to say stupid shit. Okay?
Yeah,
nobody
I
chose. You could have came up here and maybe fucking learned something. Okay? But obviously $100,000 a year doesn't include intelligence, and it sure doesn't include manners, does it?
I mean, it does include.
Shut the fuck up and get off my live. Anyways, we're going to move on to the next caller. I really appreciate y'all. Thank you guys so much. Yo, make sure you guys hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I really, really appreciate y'all. Thank you guys so much. We're going to move on to the next caller and keep this thing going. But if you guys would like to support the live, I do have gifts. I saw a couple of the gifts flash up on YouTube. I'm really mad my thing doesn't save them anymore, so I can't see who sent them. But thank you everybody who sent the gifts over on the YTs over there. If you guys are over on the Clock app, Make sure you guys are tapping that screen. I really appreciate that. Let's get this thing up to 100,000 likes. Also, I do the live gift of this gift goal of the sunglasses over there. We're almost halfway to almost halfway there. We're almost halfway there. Also, you guys can also become a super fan over on the Clock app. You guys can also become a member over on the Red app, right? Over on the YTs. So you guys can be doing those things. Really, really does help to support, and it helps to keep the live going great. So I really, really appreciate you guys, and thank you so much for being here. Really love you all, and hope you guys are having a wonderful day. But more importantly, make sure you guys hit that follow button and hit that subscribe button. Hello, how are you?
Hello?
Hi, Jake from Texas. How old are you?
25.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
Honestly, I just want to say fuck Trump, fuck Israel. I hope they all get cancer and die, to be honest with you.
Well, that's very rude, sir. Anyways, we're going to move on to the next caller. First of all, fuck cancer. I don't wish cancer on people. That's fucking horrible. I just hope people stub their toe. Hello? Hello? All right, we're going to move on to the next caller. Again, y'all, if you still support Trump, please call in on the number that's above my head or join the guest request box. You hope they... I don't know. People from Texas are on one today.
Many have speculated about their pick.
Hello?
I'm guessing they're going to pick Madonna and finish off the job Kabbalah started.
Yes, well, Rob, she was born and raised Catholic. Then she became a whore.
All right, we're going to move on to the next person. I am Denum said it's telepathic. By the way, shit was funny. It's also... Is it telepathic, not telekinetic? Thinking, are those two different things? I'm not sure. Now I'm confused. Words are hard. Well, then what's telekinetic? Yeah, telekinetic refers to the purported ability to move, manipulate, or change the shape of physical objects using only the power of the mind. Telekinetic. He said he was telekinesis, so therefore I said he was telekinetic. Hold on, I'm the one that's right here. He said he was telekinesis, so I said he was telekinetic. Those are the same word, which is different from telepathic.
Typical liberal, always thinking he's right. Fuck you.
You better get off my line before I find out where you live and fuck your mom and drink all your Capri Suns.
I don't have Capri Suns.
You do have a mom, though. Anyways, we're going to move on to the next caller. Keep this thing going. Oh, better get these children off my live. All right. Notice how he didn't have a problem with the mom part, though. Oh, gotcha. But he was talking about telepathy. He was talking about telepathy, then said telekinesis. And then I corrected him with telekinetic because I was thinking of the telekinesis, but he was talking about reading minds, which should have been telepathy. Gotcha. All right, cool. I'm all caught up now. Yeah, you still got apple juice or something in the house. All right. You still got something in the house. All right. There's something I'm going to get my hands on. Yeah, W's in the chat for Stepdaddy Polly. All right. W's in the chat for Stepdaddy Polly. Oh my God, Levon, thank you so much for the future encounter. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. W's in the chat for Leva. I believe it's Leva. Leva. Thank you so much. W's in the chat for that future encounter. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Big W's in the chat for that. Hello, how are you?
Doing good.
Awesome. How old are you?
27.
Awesome. You still support Trump?
Yes, more so than ever.
Why is that?
Well, he's proving right now that he does have Iran in a hell of a chokehold. So they are going to, I imagine, capitulate to just about whatever he wants. Although I do fundamentally believe he's hoping to entice the Kurds to move in by causing a little bit of havoc in Iran. But that's just me being wishful thinking. Either way,
Sounds like all of
we got
this is
Iran in a
wishful
chokehold.
thinking.
Well, the chokehold is very real.
Well, you're saying they got him in a chokehold, so I think in the future they may do all the things that he wants them to do.
Well,
So
they're going to
nothing.
break for sure.
So just,
no,
a,
they're gonna
just
break
a whole
no, no,
bunch
no, they're
of
gonna
fucking
break for
giving
sure.
Donald Trump credit for things that he hasn't done yet.
Well, the one thing he does clearly have is them in such a chokehold that their backs are breaking.
How's
They
their back
need to come to a deal.
How?
Their oil.
What about it?
It's clearly near or at capacity, and they're having to tap
So what?
wells. Do you know, or are you asking me, or are you trying to prove that you know?
Oh, you don't know what you're talking about at all. I'm just waiting for you to get to the point. You're not
Are you
saying
telling
anything
me-
yet. You're not saying
Are you
anything
telling
yet.
me? So first of all, then, what are you disputing? Are you disputing that they're near capacity in
You
oil?
haven't said anything to dispute. You're saying they're near capacity. That doesn't mean that they're
Right.
in a chokehold. So I don't know what that has
If
to do
you
with anything.
cannot get your oil out of your country, you do realize that can cause damage, infrastructural damage, and the longer it goes on, you understand that, yes?
And who hurts from that?
Obviously, mainly the person whose back is being snapped.
No, there's not a
While
person.
everybody
How
else
many
will-
people are in Iran?
92 million.
Okay, if the infrastructure starts breaking due to lack of oil, who starts
Yeah.
hurting first?
Probably the people.
The people. And does the Iranian government care about their people?
Not too much, do they?
Then why do you think they have their back against the wall if their people start to suffer?
What do you think they're going to do? We'll just wait it out. They'll tough it. Basically, that's what you're saying. They're just going to tough it out.
Oh, they'll come to a deal eventually, but that doesn't mean that Donald Trump's going to get everything that he wanted. Those are two different things. Iran is ready to come to a deal right now. Iran was ready to come to a deal a month ago. Iran was
No
at
shit.
the table trying to get a deal before Donald Trump even started bombing them. Okay, so them ready to come to a deal has nothing to do with Donald Trump's stranglehold. They were ready to come to a deal before. Under Obama, they
No,
made
no,
a
no,
deal.
no,
And
no,
then-
whoa, stop.
No. I'm still
You're telling
talking.
me why you have- first of all-
I'm still talking.
Dude, stop. You're trying
No,
to tell me
dude,
that the
you
deal was good?
stop. You stop. Thank you. So they were ready to make a
Dude,
deal.
you're babbling. They clearly
Okay.
weren't ready to make a
Well,
deal.
if you don't
They
like to hear
weren't
me babbling, then get the fuck off my life.
because
No.
you don't know what the fuck you're even talking about.
Well,
You're
you wouldn't
clearly
know
clueless.
it. You wouldn't know whether I had a chance to whether I know what I'm talking about because you won't shut the fuck up and let me say it.
My dude, I can just tell.
Nobody fucking cares. Either let me finish my sentence or fuck off. Two choices. Cool. What I was saying was they've been ready to come to a deal the whole time because they were already in a deal. They were ready to make a deal prior to the bombing in June. They were ready to make a deal prior to this war. Literally, Iran has constantly been ready to make a deal. That's what they've been doing. What does that have to do with what you're talking about? Okay. Iran is going to make a deal that is beneficial for Iran. That's what they're going to do. At best case
Not now.
scenario, we get something to
now.
the effect of what we had under Obama, and that's about it.
No.
Because if Iran
No.
was going to give Donald Trump everything that they already wanted, that the United States wanted, then they already would have done that because they've already been in negotiations, and Iran has already told them to fuck off multiple times.
You clearly have no idea what you're talking about. You honestly
Oh,
think
gotcha.
that the terms that they had at the time that we didn't agree to is them what?
That we
That
didn't
shows
agree
good
to.
faith is
They
what you're
didn't
saying?
agree to us. They didn't agree to our terms.
Why are we putting all this pressure on them if we don't want a specific deal?
I don't know. You ask your president.
You really don't know. That's one thing I know.
Neither
for
does
sure.
the fucking
You
president.
Don't know.
That's the fucking problem. The problem is that neither does the president. The president doesn't
My
know what he
dude,
wants in a fucking deal either. The president
you don't
is
even
out
know
there
the
fucking without
situation.
objective.
You don't even know the
The
situation.
president is out there without any freaking idea of what he's trying to fucking get out of anything. The president is literally complaining about his fucking ballroom in the middle of a fucking war. That is literally all the president is talking about right now, is how he doesn't get his fucking ballroom again. That's all he's been fucking trying to say this entire time is blah,
dude, you
blah,
don't
blah,
even
blah, blah. I don't get my fucking ballroom. Blah, 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 blah. I don't care about the war. Blah, 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 blah. Put me on fucking Mount Rushmore. Blah, 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 blah. Do all of those things. That is all that the president has been talking about. So when you say that Donald Trump is doing, it has him in a chokehold, Donald Trump wouldn't know what a chokehold looked like, even if he fucking had one.
Amazing.
So far,
Amazing.
that all that Donald Trump has done is ask for them to get rid of all their enriched uranium, which Obama already got without starting a fucking war, right? In exchange for fucking sanctions and opening the Strait of Hormuz, which Obama got without fucking doing a war. Name one thing that Donald Trump is getting out of this thing so far that he's freaking that Obama didn't get without going to fucking war.
Oh, 100%. Not only is he going to get complete capitulation, but with any luck, like I said, the
Name
worst case
one
scenario.
thing. Name one thing.
Get rid of your fucking proxies around the little hats that you guys are so
And how do you enforce
adamant
that?
this whole thing is about.
And how do you enforce that?
I don't know. Maybe if you suddenly cut off the fucking funds to those proxies, it might have a little fucking effect, don't you think? Or maybe
If
you
we
want to
give
tell us
money
if
to
Iran was
Iran,
suddenly not funding these groups, what do you think would happen?
If we give money to Iran through sanction relief, which JD Vance has already said they were willing to do, it's already been public knowledge that we offered sanction relief. If we're giving them money through sanction relief, not to mention the freaking millions of dollars that we gave them through their through oil deals for all the oil that was already on the seas, if we give them money, how do we enforce them not fucking giving money to their proxies?
I imagine that's going to take cracking their inner circle to get that fucking people out who are
So
clearly
you don't have a fucking clue.
my dude. You don't even understand the stranglehold. You don't even get that concept.
You don't even understand.
So
you
what
don't
is-
even
what-
understand.
tell me exactly
You don't even understand.
what
You
is
sound
their
like a
oil
fucking
si-
valley girl, dude. You sound like a fucking valley girl. You
Tell
don't even
me-
understand, bro. Like I
tell
just want to
me-
get like my fucking pumpkin spice latte, and I want to go to Lululemon, and I want to get a pair of yoga pants, because you don't even fucking know, dude. Because you don't even fucking know. Because you don't even fucking know. That's all you fucking sound like, dude. Instead about telling
Bro.
me what I don't know,
Bro,
how about answer one of my
go ahead
fucking
and
questions?
explain to me their oil. Go ahead, listen.
Instead of telling me what I don't know, how about you answer my fucking question?
No. I want to make sure you even understand.
I don't
the
need you to make
fucking
sure
scenario.
shit. Answer
So
the
I
fucking
need to
question.
understand right now.
You don't need a goddamn
what
fucking
is their
thing.
oil-
You don't need a goddamn fucking thing. You need to answer my question. That's the only thing you need to do. Of all the freaking horrors that are going on in your life,
My
and I'm
dude,
sure there
what is
many,
Iran's oil situation?
Answer my fucking question.
Dude, what's Iran's oil situation?
Answer my
Just so
question.
we know. Just so we know what you're talking about. So we know what
Okay,
you know
cool.
what you're talking
I don't
about.
need to justify
It's your
myself
life.
to you.
You
Answer
don't want
the
to seem
question.
incompetent. What is Iran's oil
Oh,
situation?
sir, I do not
so
seem
we know you
incompetent
know what you're
whatsoever.
talking about.
If you think for a half a second I'm going to capitulate on my live to answer a question for you when you haven't answered
about
mine,
the facts
you're
of the
fucking
current
high.
war.
Yes,
you don't
like the
want to talk
same
about the
question
facts of
that
the current war.
you're fucking avoiding right fucking now. You are currently
Maybe if I make it simpler.
avoiding.
Let me-
Yeah. Maybe if I make it simpler for you. When you unmute that microphone, either answer my question or you can fuck off. Sound good?
No, dude, I'll make it simple for you. Who's
All
on
right,
top,
cool.
America or Iran?
Okay,
Who's
cool.
on-
Bye-bye. Anyways, I said you had two fucking choices. Either answer my question or fuck off. The answer to the question that you couldn't answer, okay, because you're too fucking stupid to answer the question, was there's nothing that we're even trying to get that's different than Obama's deal. There is nothing we are even trying to get from Iran's deal that is different from Obama. But if you want to talk about who's on top right now, literally currently the United States is losing this war. Literally right now. We're losing this fucking war. We are literally about to give Iran everything that they fucking want. Okay? That's it. That's literally what we're doing. We are literally on the verge of giving Iran everything they fucking want. Yeah, operation failed fucking miserably. Anyways, we're gonna move on to the next call. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. That dude's an idiot. That dude's been on everybody's live on the fucking planet. He's a fucking idiot. I've debated him before, and he does this exact thing where he just literally avoids every question you ask him, then asks a question and then doesn't do anything until you answer the question. And I just don't have time for idiots like that. Just literally don't. Shush, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I really appreciate it. This dude is hitting up all the political lives. He lives to project his BS. He was on Parker and Dean's live yesterday. Oh yeah, he's been on my live before too. That's why, dude, I have no problem having good conversations with people. I really don't. Like when I already know that even before you even ask a question, before you even get on the live, that you just live to just be a fucking like a contrarian and a fucking narcissist, then I'm not going to give you any leeway. You have to actually be a genuine fucking person before I actually give you the time of day. That's the way that works. But if you are an actual like decent person and not like fucking beta Brad over there, then please call in. We can have a conversation. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. Lovely Goddess, also thank you so much for the $2 super chat. I really appreciate that. Said your Valley Girl voice was perfect, over impressive. That's because I practice. That's because I practice. Like no joke. I literally like that's what I do. I said I come on here and I literally before I get on live, I just go, oh my god, like oh my god, guys. Are we there yet? Guys. Oh my god. That's what I do. I do that literally for about a half an hour. It's like my vocal warm-up before I get on live. Yeah, it's my vocal warm-up before I get on live. It's pretty fun. Maybe one day I'll turn on the live early. Just to let you guys hear all of it. Ooh-wee. Skip. Yo, make sure you guys are hitting that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I really appreciate you guys. Also, man, I was gonna say fucking something. Oh yeah, if you like to support the live, I do have super chat, super sticker, super gifts. Pay links in the bio, membership, super fans, and pay links in the bio, all at Polypolitics. So I really, really appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm great. How old are you?
26.
20 chicks? You're 20 chicks?
Yes.
Oh. Do you still support Trump?
Yes, I do.
Why is that?
I think he's just been a good president overall for his 2 terms, but I really just came on the show to ask you a few questions about your views.
I'm not doing Poly Q&A today, if that's what you're asking.
Oh, okay. So what do you want from me?
Why you support Trump?
Oh, because he's a good president.
How?
He's deporting all the illegal people, closing the borders.
Oh, he is? How's he doing that?
He's kicking them out. ICE is kicking them out. They're doing.
He's just walking up and just kicking them? I don't think Donald Trump can kick that high.
Yes, you can kick people. Do you not kick people?
I do not kick people, no. I had parents that loved me.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying the borders are closed, down by Texas and Mexico.
Do you live in Texas or Mexico?
I do not.
Oh, then how do you know what's going on in Texas and Mexico, just out of curiosity?
Because they have footage and they have live reporters down there.
Okay. Where? At the whole border?
Not the whole border, but most of it. They have reporters that go down there. Have you watched the news in your life?
Yes, I have watched it in my life. It's a waste of fucking time because we actually have the data numbers,
I agree with you.
and we can see that the border's not shut down. And literally, all Donald Trump has done is shut down legal migration in the United States. That's all he's done.
He shut down illegal, not legal. Legal people.
Illegal was already shut down. That already happened. That existed before Donald Trump even took office.
No, it didn't. Joe Biden let in so many illegal people.
He let in 0 illegal people.
That's not true.
He let in 0.
That's not true. Illegal people crossed over the border.
I didn't say illegal people didn't cross over the border. Illegal people are crossing over the border right now. That didn't change.
legal people or illegally people.
Undocumented immigrants are crossing the border right now as we speak. Literally in this moment, as we sit on this live, undocumented people are crossing the border. If you could look at the entire border and you just look down right now, there is currently undocumented people crossing the border. That hasn't. We haven't had zero. We haven't had zero undocumented people cross the border in the history of the United States. Zero people.
That's not true. You Democrats want to think that, but there might be illegal people crossing now, but Joe Biden let in way more illegal people than Trump has.
Oh, really? Where can you see that?
Every news source says that. The stats say that.
Every news source says that Biden let in people? No, they do not.
Yes, they do. If you're actual factual and you're smart and you check your facts, that's what they
I do.
say. Yes, he's let in way more people than Donald Trump has.
And how did he let people in?
He does not secure the border.
No. Not securing the border isn't letting people in. But first of all, the border was very secure because we had higher apprehension rates and higher encounter rates. So therefore, the border was being secured.
True, though. The stats physically don't say
that.
The
facts do say that. Were there more encounters in 2024 or 2025?
There was more more people came in 2024.
Was there more encounters or 2024 or 2025? Which one?
2024.
Awesome. What's an encounter? Hello?
What are you asking me?
What's an encounter?
A what? An encounter?
Yeah, remember how I just asked you whether there are more encounters in 2024 or 2025? And you said in 2024, and then I asked you what an encounter was?
Yes, it's a chance or me unexpected experience or confrontation.
Oh, you were Googling it.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't need the Merriam Dictionary's definition of what an encounter is. I need Customs and Border Protection's definition of what an encounter is.
An encounter? What do you mean an encounter? I could have an encounter with you at a cafe.
But that's not a ZBP border encounter, and that's what I was asking you about.
You're asking me about border encounters. It's an any interaction between individuals and U.S. Customs Border Protection (CBP).
Incorrect. It's the encounter. It's an
really
encounter with an inadmissible. I can put it on the screen.
Google? You're not smarter than Google.
I'm smarter than you reading Google. Yeah.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Really not, because I have. If the Google says
you
that,
don't, because I can literally pull it
Google?
up in like 2 seconds from fucking actual Customs and Border Protection saying their definition of an encounter.
Do you think you're smart cussing?
Actually, people that curse actually are generally smarter than people who don't curse. But I'm smarter than you without cursing. Yeah. I just enjoy cursing. Yeah.
I have a question for you.
I don't want to answer it.
Are there more MAGA people or Democrats in this
I don't want to answer your
right
question.
now?
I said I don't want to answer your
Are there
question.
more Republicans
I said
or
I don't want to
Democrats
answer your
in this
question. Hey, consent. I know
Okay,
that the
you're
Republicans are
scared.
rough on consent. Okay, I know you guys aren't big fans. Okay,
Oh,
CBP
you're
border
taking-
encounters
because you know you're wrong.
includes any encounter of a removable alien. This includes 3 sets of data: people who unlawfully cross the border between ports of entry, people who entered at a port of entry but are inadmissible, and people expelled under Title 42 public health order between March 2020 and May 2023 due to COVID-19. That is the CBP definition of an encounter.
Okay, so what's your point with that?
It means that if there was more border encounters in 2024 than there was in 2025, that means Border Patrol stopped more people in 2024 than in 2025, which means that Border Patrol was there enforcing border law more in 2024 than in 2025. So therefore, the border wasn't open in 2024 because that wasn't happening because there was border encounters. We can also go into apprehensions. We can go into apprehensions in between border entries or ports of entry. We can go into all sorts of different stats to show that the border was not open. It was very, very much being enforced, and that so literally everything you're saying is completely inaccurate. And literally the entire thing that you have to say about all of it is I saw on Fox News at some point that Fox News told me that this is correct, and that's all I have. That is literally all you're telling me, and it's kind of like, it's kind of sad, really.
Oh, sure. I have a question for you. Do you think Joe Biden was a better president?
Yes.
Okay, so you think he's done better than Trump's both terms?
I think Joe Biden, the corpse of Joe Biden, would be a better president than Donald Trump.
No, but that's not Joe Biden wasn't even doing the work.
If Joe Biden was doing zero work, he was still better than Trump. If everything you said about, if everything that Republicans have said about Joe Biden, if literally everything that Republicans said about Joe Biden is true, if he actually had dementia, if he actually wasn't running the country, if he was asleep the whole time, if all of those things were true, he was still a better president than Donald Trump. When you guys say that, you guys think that you guys are like proving a point. You guys really think that you guys are proving a point? And you're not. What you're saying is that half asleep, dementia Joe Biden still was better at being president than Donald Trump. That's literally all you're saying. You're saying that, your president, who literally apparently doesn't have all these problems, is still stupider than somebody who is half asleep, not running the country with dementia. Because Joe Biden still did more for this country with all of those things that you said, okay, than Donald Trump did. That's the sad part. That's the really, really sad part. Is the only words that come out of your mouth, I have a question.
God. Do you ever let anyone else talk?
Do you have any words in your vocabulary outside of I have a question?
Yes, I have many, but I just had a question.
And you're just choosing not to use them?
Should be a fair punishment. What do you think should be a fair punishment for people who break into America?
What do you think a fair punishment would be for people that eat their microphone?
I don't eat my microphone. Are you an idiot?
Oh, that's what it sounds like. So, sounds like you're just chewing on that thing.
Cool.
Just like. That's what it sounds like.
See, you won't even answer my question.
What question was it?
I said, what is a fair punishment for people who break into America? Would you let them
break
keep their
into
phone?
America? You don't break into America.
Fine, then crossing the border illegally, undocumented.
Yeah, if you do that, it falls under a misdemeanor and then is usually punished by deportation.
Exactly. So you're supporting deportation. Okay, I see.
I didn't say anything about supporting or not supporting. That is the correct answer. If somebody crossed the border undocumented and they don't have a documented status, then they're to be deported. That is the correct answer to the situation.
Okay.
That didn't change between Biden. That didn't change under Trump. That isn't changed under any president. All presidents believe that because that is the law. That's what the law says. And presidents don't have the ability, up until Donald Trump, presidents don't have the ability to break the law. So literally, Biden thought that, Kamala Harris thought that, Donald Trump thought that, Obama thought that, Bush thought that, Clinton thought that, Reagan thought that. Well, Reagan actually did mass amnesty, so that's a whole other, that's a whole other thing. But literally every president believes that since the law was written in like the 1970s, right? So that's not a special thing to say.
You're right about that. You are right about that. But what I'm saying is that, he's just done a better job.
He is
have
not.
to use ICE more than any of the other presidents because they don't want to remove the illegal people. He's the only one who tries to.
He's literally using more ICE agents to deport less people.
Oh no, he's not. He's using more ICE agents to deport
He deported
more people.
600,000 people. ICE deported 600,000 people. ICE deported 600,000 people in 2025. And under the Biden administration in 2024, it was 685,000.
How many people have been deported under Joe Biden?
I literally just answered your question and you were too busy sucking on that microphone to even hear my answer. I literally just answered your question, but you were too busy sucking on that microphone to even hear my answer. He left. Literally, I was answering the question. I was answering the question. And he was just like, just going at that thing, bro. Goodness gracious. Anyways, y'all, make sure you guys hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. This is my last live for the rest of the week because I go on vacation starting tomorrow. So really appreciate you guys. But if it's your time to come up on the live and support Donald Trump, then make sure you guys come out today. Make sure if you guys, maybe y'all got one of those follows you know, one of those subscriptions, they're just burning a hole in your pocket. Oh man, I actually had a guy that was getting ready to come up and he left. Ray, where did you go? That's unfortunate. I was ready to talk to a guy named Ray who'd been waiting on the line, and then as soon as I get ready to answer the phone, he disappears. Anywho, if you guys would like to support the live, I do a super chat, super stickers, pay links in the bio, all that fun stuff. So I really appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. Oh, we're going to keep that thing going. If you guys would like support, I think I just said that. Super chats, which I love to throw on the screen in between callers, do all that fun stuff. We got like Tati. I saw you send the swan. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I need 3 more swans to clear out this part of the live gift goal and keep this thing going. So if y'all have a couple of coins in your pocket that's burning a hole and you want to help me hook that up, I really appreciate that. You like my shirt? I appreciate that. I got it at her show not too long ago. Great show. She was great. Like I said, there was some dude in playing guitar next to her. Just get off the stage, bro. Gwen, thank you so much for the swan. I appreciate that. Hello, how are you? All right, I don't think that you mean to be there. I don't think that you mean to be there. All right, we're gonna move on to the next caller. Keep it going. Again, y'all, really appreciate you guys. Yeah. Ari. Of course, Ari's going on vacation with me. We're in like, what am I gonna go by myself? Just stare at walls in the hotel room. Hello, how are you? Actually, technically, she planned this one. Yeah, actually, she planned this vacation. Yeah, this one was on her. This one was on her. Yeah, and I'm freaking out because I get like really bad travel anxiety. And like I have a... Hello? Hello? R. Wayne? All right, that must have been an accident or something. I thought I was getting ready to talk to whatever is it, Mark Wayne Mullins or whatever his name was. Is that aliens? Is that what aliens sound like? Y'all, if you also support Trump, call in on the number above my head or join the guest request box. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, he must have been playing with just like Hot Wheels. I don't know what was going on there. Phil, thank you so much. Yeah, I have really bad travel anxiety, and Ari booked all the tickets for this one. And so like I'm like, when do we leave? And she's like, I don't know, like tomorrow. And I'm like, oh, okay. Cool, I guess. I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out, man. I'm freaking out, man.
It's insane.
I'm freaking out, man. I'm sure I'll be fine. I'm sure I'll be fine. I just found out we booked our tickets and I guess we say I booked it. I booked our tickets through Southwest, which I don't normally fly Southwest, but apparently our tickets come with a free drink ticket. Am I packed? I have not even taken the suitcases out of the attic yet. I have not even taken the suitcases out of the attic yet. Yeah, not even close. Pour one out for Spirit. Yeah, I might have to. Yeah, see, Jerica is there saying her and her husband are flying to Hawaii tomorrow, and she hasn't packed at all. And they're flying to Hawaii. I'm flying on like a little weekend trip. My flight's like 2 hours. Yeah, my flight's like 2 hours. You hope I'm going to sandy beaches? I live in Florida. I live on sandy beaches. Yeah, I live in Florida. I live on sandy beaches. Come to NOLA, dude. I come to NOLA all the time. NOLA's one of my favorite cities. I've been to NOLA probably, oh my God, 8-10 times. Like I've been to NOLA so many. I go to NOLA all the time. That was like the first place that when Ari like first moved down here. That was like one of the first places I took her. Hello, how are you?
So you're like afraid to travel, huh?
No, I'm not afraid to travel. I just have travel anxiety.
Well, what is travel anxiety exactly? Like you're just afraid to get on a plane, or like
How it manifests in me personally?
I mean, like
no, I mean like
yeah,
how
I mean, like,
travel
I just
anxiety
wondered,
has
'cause,
many
I travel all the
different.
time, so I'm wondering.
No, I travel all the time too. It manifests differently in different people. My big thing is I'm incredibly nervous of missing my flights. So I usually wake up super early on the day of my flights, and I just have this weird thing about missing my flights, and so I get really really bad anxiety about missing flights. I don't know why. I have flown hundreds of thousands of miles. I have never missed a flight. And I just get really bad travel anxiety every time I have to fly. I don't know why. Once I land wherever I'm going, I'm fine.
But that's it, though. It's just the nervousness of making the flight. But then, like when you actually get there, you're okay. Like
I'm
there's
fine
no
on the
problem?
plane. I'm fine on the plane.
Huh. Oh, that's interesting.
Yep. But like tomorrow, like my flight isn't until the afternoon. I will be up at like 6 a.m. I won't be able to sleep.
Huh. Is that like I guess would that be considered like a part of a phobia then? I guess maybe.
I don't think it's a phobia. It's just part of my. I already have anxiety. I'm already like that's already something that I have just in general, right? So I already have like diagnosed anxiety. So this is just one of the ways that my anxiety manifests itself. That's all.
Oh, I guess so.
Yeah, it's
I
really
mean,
not that
I've
big.
had travel before,
Yeah.
but I mean, like usually, like once you start, if you dive into it, like and once you get used to it, like normally people get out of it. You know,
Dude, I've traveled to
sort of
multiple continents, freaking 36 countries, more than, I've flown to more than half the states. I have flown literally 1 year. I think I flew 80,000 miles and it never changed.
Where was that to?
Huh?
Where
all
was
over.
that?
I was just traveling for
80,000?
work. I was all over the
for
place.
work.
Yeah, I was for work. So I was all over the place. I was flying twice a month, 2-3 times a month.
Damn.
Yeah.
That might be like some sort of phobia thing, like people who get afraid of going to the doctors or something like that. You know, because I had my chiropractor. He told me, he's like, people who go to the dentist or the doctor's offices, and people get scared of that. It's usually because when they were kids, and they were pushed into that as a child, that's when the scare.
No, because if it was a phobia, I would be afraid of traveling.
Yeah, no, I mean like but what I mean like is maybe something happened when you were a kid. You get what I'm saying?
No, I didn't get to fly as a kid. We were poor.
And then I mean, something probably happened a long time ago, and you just don't even realize it. And
No,
it's
just a way that my anxiety manifests itself. It manifests itself in all sorts of different ways. Trust me, I've talked to plenty of therapists about it. It doesn't have really any effect on my life. The biggest effect that it has on my life is if I'm traveling someplace, I usually can't go out that night that I travel because I'm usually tired from waking up that morning. That's about it. I've had it my whole life, dude. Yeah, I've had it my whole life. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So if I have to catch a plane, a train, anything that I'm afraid of missing, I have to, I wake up early. I have to leave early. I have to make sure that everything's right. Like I'm triple checking every document that I need. So like I'll triple check if I have like my driver's license or my passport if I'm going overseas, and I'll check it 3, 4, 5 times. I'll just overcheck. Like I just have to. Like,
let me ask you, when you are asleep, do you feel like you wake up throughout the middle of the night and
Not
you're just
generally,
like,
no.
oh my god, like I missed the flight, and it's like
Nope.
from the time that
Are we
you
having like a
you're gonna
therapy
wake up
session
or you
here?
think you're
I'm
gonna
very
wake up,
confused.
No, I mean, no, hey, I'm just asking questions, man. That's
I
it.
know, but I feel like I've answered all of them, and now I feel like we're getting
No,
into a therapy
I'm
session.
no, because I mean, like, I'm just like wondering, like, it's interesting to me because it's like, I'm curious, like, you're scared to go on a flight or something, and you say you live in Florida.
I'm not scared to go
stuff,
on a
and I'm
flight.
like, well, not, you know what I meant, what you said, you have the anxiety of missing the flight and everything, and so that's it. But, I'm not trying to be your therapist. I'm just.
Well, I
generally
just feel
asking
like
a
I've
question,
explained
man.
it like pretty well now, and I feel like I'm just repeating myself at this point, which I'm like just being honest. It just feels like I'm repeating myself. I get nervous about missing flights, missing trains, missing if I have to Uber to the airport, that makes me nervous. I have to call it early. Like that's it. I'm not afraid of flying. I've flown, like I said, hundreds of thousands of miles at this point. I've been on a singular flight that was 15 and a half hours. Besides just being annoying, it didn't bother me at all. I just was at the airport 3 hours early because I was scared of missing the flight.
Guess so.
That was it.
Well,
Anyways, you still support Trump?
Well, kinda. I mean, I liked a lot of his old policies back when he first got elected. Like in 2016. But I actually have a question to ask you though. When it comes to the whole Iran debacle and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and I get what the problem is. I know that we shouldn't be there. I know that Trump screwed up, and we're doing it for Israel. That's essentially what's going on, right? I mean, I know you would agree with that. Netanyahu got us into this war. He's been doing it for the past 30 years, pushing American politics into, like with Iraq, Afghanistan. He's had an opinion on everything, and Trump just all of a sudden had to, get involved in Israel with the Iran war, what we're going through right now. So my main question is, are you and maybe your other constituents, are you coming out wholeheartedly against Israel, or is it just Netanyahu?
I don't give a fuck about Israel. It's not coming out wholeheartedly against them or for them. I don't give a shit about Israel. I just personally, and I'm not talking for anybody else. This is literally this is just me talking. I just don't give a fuck, dude. Like I don't understand why anybody like why somehow Israel has become this country that we have to care more about than the rest of our allies. Like why we should stop supporting countries like Ukraine or stop supporting, hold on, sir. Hold on. You asked me a very in-depth question. I have a very in-depth answer.
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Why we are going to freaking do things like put all this pressure on NATO or talk about leaving NATO, where we're putting all this tariff pressure from like all these different things on our European allies, where we're doing, making all these decisions that are, being horrific for many of our allies, like with the closing of the Strait of Hormuz, especially countries like Australia, right? Like we're making all of these negative decisions to most of our allies, and we're supposedly doing it to help Israel. And now American lives and American tax dollars have to directly go to helping Israel. I never fucking understood that. I didn't understand it when Biden fucking did all this support for Israel, when they were literally committing a genocide in Palestine. I thought that was absolutely fucking horrible, right? I think that was absolutely ridiculous. I think that Israel is an ally and they should be treated equally to the rest of our allies, but not to be any more special than any more of our allies, not to get special treatment. And I sure as hell don't believe that they should have the influence in American politics that they have.
Okay, so we're on the same level field as where you feel that Israel is embedded in American politics. Would you agree? Like it's wholeheartedly embedded.
Well, AIPAC has a lot of
like
money AIPAC has a lot of money where they lobby in U.S. politics, and U.S. politics is based off of money.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, so we're in sort of an agreement here where Israel is run by the GOP and it's run by AIPAC and everything at least for the Republican and Democrat side.
I'm not making any of those conclusions. I'm not making any of those conclusions. I'm saying they have a lot of money that is embedded in U.S. politics, and I don't think that any foreign interest should have money embedded in a U.S. politics.
Well, yeah,
Period.
I mean, I would agree, and of course, I'm assuming you would agree too with the people who have dual citizenships to Israel in politics as well, like senators and so
I
forth.
think to be a
So,
senator in the
so
United States, I think you should have to renounce any other citizenship from any other country.
all right. So in a sense, I guess like what Trump said, like when he first started America first, before it turned into Israel first.
Donald Trump was
You get what
never
I'm
America
saying?
first.
Huh?
Donald Trump was never America first.
Well, what he was saying, what he
Oh
was
yeah, he
running
lies. Yeah,
That's
his
every
policies weren't
politician
America
lies.
first.
Every
No, no,
politician
no,
is
no,
gonna
no.
lie.
There's every politician lies, and then there's Donald Trump, who's the most epic liar in American political history. They're two very different things. Like that'd be like saying that like everybody steals because somebody maybe stole a pencil from somebody or snagged a Snickers bar when they were an infant, right? So therefore everybody steals. But we don't compare that to the people who robbed the Louvre, right? Those are two different levels of stealing. So you don't say like when somebody robs the Louvre, you don't go, well, everybody steals. No, this is an exceptional level of theft, and that needs to be identified as exceptional over the normal level, right? Like everybody lies. Yes, everybody has lied, right? But I think like for myself, I try to do my best to tell the truth at all points. Am I wrong sometimes? Yes. Have I had lies before in my life? Yes, that's true. But I'm not just this exceptional liar who literally everything that comes out of my mouth is a lie, or that I'm like a narcissistic liar. I'm not that person, right? Donald Trump told 30,000 confirmed lies or misleading statements in the 4 years that he was president. Confirmed. Okay, that's over 20 lies a day. Okay, that is an epic number of lying. So this isn't like every politician lies. I agree, every politician lies. Donald Trump somehow puts politicians, used car salesmen, and lawyers to shame, and that's a problem for the president of the United States.
Right. So yeah. So I mean, I guess we're on the same page when it comes to that. It's just I had some questions about with Iran and everything, and and especially like because I don't hear enough of it, and I feel like everybody is kind of waking up to the fact that Israel is behind everything, but no one is willing to call it out. And I really feel like it's a subject simply because of Holocaust happened 80 plus years ago. We have to use that. We have to be like, oh, poor us. It's always the Holocaust. I mean, think about when you went to high school. When you learned about that section of World War II history, the majority of the part of it was learning about the Holocaust. It wasn't about Pearl Harbor. It wasn't about the Battle of the Bulge or the fall of Berlin or anything like that. It was always like the Holocaust. It's always the victim.
Well, the Holocaust was a very major point in U.S. history, if not the largest one in modern history. I believe it is the largest thing that happened in modern history.
There were bigger ones. I mean, like when the Bolsheviks took power in Russia. I mean, you know how many Christians they killed?
Horrible, but we weren't involved in that.
I understand that.
We were involved in fighting against the Holocaust, so therefore
when you're comparing numbers. But what?
Oh yeah, if you're talking about just numbers of deaths, there's tons of things in Africa.
They have the influence.
Yeah, the Rwandan genocide is horrific. We don't learn about it in schools because the U.S. wasn't involved in it, and also the U.S. school system is pretty fucking racist, right? So, like, I mean, literally right now, Donald Trump's trying to take like chattel slavery in the United States out of history books, but literally he's trying to take it out of history right now, right? Because the at the end of the day, when it comes to any war, victors write the book on what happened, right? That's how things work in this throughout history, right? And the Holocaust was important. I think we should learn about that. I think that we should also learn about a whole bunch of other things. And it's the same thing like I said with the Israel thing. It's not a matter of just being I'm not against Israel as a whole, right? I'm just against our preferential treatment to them over our other allies. That's my issue, right? Like it's just a preferential treatment. I have no problem with teaching kids about the Holocaust and about World War II. It's very important. I have a problem with that being preferential over like things like, again, like American slavery or like the Rwandan genocide or the Bolsheviks. Like those are important things in our history that we should also be learning about in school, right? So it's not the idea of not teaching about it or not doing something about it. It's a problem with it being so preferential.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems to me that when the Holocaust does come out, they really use that as a stigma to get around everything, and because it's linked to American politics. Because when you can't call them out on their shit,
Yes, you can.
it's I mean, yes, you can, but when you're labeled as an anti-Semite or something because you don't agree with them or you disagree with them or whatever, and you call them out on that, it's usually linked to because 3,000 years ago we were promised this land, and the Holocaust. It's always this crutch that they use to try and justify the reason why we have to help them out. We have to do this.
I don't understand the point of this conversation, and really, it's just kind of getting circular at this point.
I mean,
no, seriously, sir.
well,
I'm just being honest, sir. I'm just being honest. Okay. Yes, I have said the exact same thing that I just said to you, and been called an anti-Semite on this live. That has happened. Okay, it's actually happened, I think, twice now. Where it's happened. I just don't care because I know what I'm saying isn't anti-Semitic, so I don't fucking worry about it. Okay, I know that what I'm saying isn't anything that I should be worried about, so I just don't worry about it, and I move on with my life, because the truth of the matter is that we need policies in the United States that are America first, not Israel first. We need policies in the United States that are America first, not Russia first, right? We need policies that are helping American citizens, because all of these countries that we help out all have universal health care. They have, they have paid paternity leave. They have free child care. They have all of those things, and we don't have them. And we need to start worrying about the things that are happening in this country above the things that are happening in every single other country. That doesn't mean that we can't have allies. That doesn't mean that we can't help other countries, in be allies, have trade deals, help them militarily, have, bases in other countries. It doesn't mean any of that stuff, but we have to start putting us first, and Donald Trump is not doing that, and and many presidents haven't done that, and especially many members of Congress haven't done that also. But it sounds like we are close to on the same page, so I'm going to go ahead and drop you and move on to the next person, so I could have a more of a conversation with someone I disagree with. But I hope you have a good one.
You want to get the real MAGA chuds, basically, the ones who just completely.
Well, I just don't think we're not going anywhere. I don't mind having these nice calm conversations, sir. But it does, like, the whole first half of this conversation was just a therapy session, which I already paid for this month with a qualified therapist, and I didn't feel like I needed that anymore. I know, but I'm just saying it went from there, and now it's. All right, well, sir, if you're gonna start whining about it, that's just ridiculous. The whole thing started off as a therapy session, and I really don't need that, because again, I already have those scheduled. And the second part of this has just become a circular argument, which sounds like we kind of agree on, and then you're trying to twist it into somebody saying that like trying to be like, oh, I can't say this thing or do this thing because I'm just labeled as anti-Semitic, and I just don't believe that that's happening. And if it is happening, then shame on them. If it is happening, then shame on them. That's all. No one should say that we should take care of, that we should treat Israel the same as we treat every other ally, or that we should treat the United States and act on the interest of the United States more than we act on the interest of Israel. If anybody calls you anti-Semitic for that, then fuck them. I don't give a shit. Anyways, y'all, make sure you guys hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. If you guys like to support the live videos, super chats, super gifts, memberships, super fans, and I'm halfway through my gift goal of the Swans too. So if you guys would like support over there, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. We're gonna move on to the next person. And keep this thing going. Carolyn, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Said, enjoy your vacation, Polly. You deserve it. We will miss you though. I understand. I truly do. I understand. You're gonna miss me. And honestly, you should. I'm pretty awesome. And generally, you should. I'm pretty fucking awesome. I totally understand. No, thank you so much, Carolyn. I appreciate that. And Norbert, thank you so much for the $10. Said, have a great vacation. We will look forward to seeing you back. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I do. I just talked to somebody else. I'm gonna have a couple more guests on my live, and kind of do a couple guests at least once a week. At least once a week. I was gonna do one this week, but but this week is but this week is short, so I didn't get a chance to do one. So that sucks. All right. Well, I saw a couple people in my TikTok. Thank you guys so much. If you guys like support, please super chats, pay links in the bio, and 2 more swans. I really appreciate y'all. There's a couple of people in my TikTok guest request box I want to get to, but so don't go anywhere. And because I got to bring up this person because I read the description. I have to bring them up. Hello, is it Dannon from California?
It is. It's Daniel Taylor. How you doing?
It's good. You still support Trump?
You know, I got to tell you, what a mix we're in. You know, I love the way you guys talk. You probably know your history a heck of a lot better than I do. I'm going to come at you at a different angle. Since I was a child, I've studied the scriptures. And it's unbelievable what's on the board. I'm not going to get religious out on you, but I'm just going to share what I know that's coming down. And Trump, have you guys ever heard of the Noahide laws?
Maybe. I don't know. What does that have to do with Trump?
It's huge because what's going on with Trump and Israel is it's Bible prophecy, man. Trump is going to finance the building of the temple. They're going to erect that temple. They're bringing back the blood sacrifice, boys. Trump is in a snare, and I don't think he knows it. The whole nation doesn't know it. Now, before you hang up on me, please don't.
I really feel like I should at this point because this is fucking kind of crazy. Yeah.
I got to tell you, you go all the way back to Abraham's sons. Or Joseph's sons. There was Isaac and Ishmael. Isaac was the promise of the Messiah. Ishmael, that's Islam, baby. That's Islam. And he was going to war against the real Jews, the real Hebrews. Now, not all Jews are Israel, and not all Israel
I don't like
are
the
Jews.
way you're saying that. So let's pause this real quick. Donald Trump isn't fulfilling any biblical prophecies, okay? There's not a biblical prophecy that exists that Donald Trump is fulfilling. Okay? Nothing in Revelation, none of the Old Testament prophecies, not a singular one is Donald Trump fulfilling. Okay?
You truly believe that?
Oh, I know that. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm a student of the scriptures. And I don't believe that he's been ordained and anointed because the people that run our government, they follow Jesus. And his name is not Zeus, man. I'm telling you.
His name's not Zeus. Donald Trump doesn't follow the Bible.
He sure acts like he does, doesn't he?
Nope.
Why? He's having prayer service right now.
He literally said he has never asked for forgiveness for anything in his life, including to God. He couldn't name a singular Bible verse. He couldn't name a singular freaking Bible Bible book. His Secretary of Defense, who said that he's a fucking Christian, started quoting Pulp Fiction. He put himself in a picture as Jesus healing people.
I know. That was pathetic, wasn't it? That was pathetic. I'm with you, bro.
Like the unforgivable sin. Yeah, I don't think that he's a Christian.
But look, he's got Rockefeller bloodline. What does that tell you?
He's got the bloodline of a Neanderthal. That's about the only bloodline that he has.
It's all about the DNA. Look, we're living in the last 4 years. The United States has been judged. We are going to be hanging out with Israel for a long time. Antichrist is coming, and we've been warned.
The Antichrist was Nero in the Bible, and that's shown by the whole number 666. No, not by one of them. The only one. When they were talking about it, they were talking about current Hebrew things that were happening within the Roman Empire, and they were talking about Nero leading.
Remember
Yeah.
Simon Magus?
Yeah, can I get 666 in the chat, please? Can I get 666 in the chat? Really appreciate you guys.
Yeah, 666 in Greek is the number of the name. It's GZ Sigma in the Greek. That's Zeus.
It's actually Nero in the Hebrew, and actually was 777 in the Greek, which is also Nero.
777 is the number of Yahweh, man. 666 is the number of man.
Or maybe it was 676. Maybe
you don't
that
know
was
your
it.
gematria, sir.
I'm a little rusty,
anyway,
but regardless of any of that, this is a joke.
It's okay. I appreciate you. I do.
6,
I appreciate
7.
you because we're living in such a critical moment.
No, we're not.
In Zechariah 5, okay, Simon Magus was rebuked by Peter in the book of Acts. Simon Magus was the founder of Vatican, the Vatican. It runs deep. I'm telling you, it runs so deep. And it's
should we pray for this guy?
unbelievable.
Should we pray for this guy?
Do I pray
Dude,
for who?
my guests are saying that I should pray for you.
No, I didn't ask that.
I know, but my guests are asking for it.
Excuse me?
Yeah, but I pray to the flying spaghetti monster. Is that okay?
You pray to who?
The flying spaghetti monster.
I love it.
Are
Dude,
you
it's
laughing
okay, man.
at my God?
No, I'm not laughing at your God.
Wow.
You know what the word Elohim means in Hebrew?
Wow.
That's God. I am.
Dear Heavenly Flying Spaghetti Monster, we pray to the giant possible up in the sky for you to spread your marinara and parmesan all over this holy Olive Garden. May the Italian dressing and red pepper chili flakes be spread amongst us, and may they multiply over and over and over. May the $2 glasses of wine that are on sale wet our throats. Stay on our breath. Holy breadsticks. Holy breadsticks. The holy of breadsticks. Can I get an amen in the chat? The holiest of breadsticks. All right. May they come down and let us have a river of marinara sauce to dip them in. Can I get an amen? And bless this man, for he knoweth not what he says. Okay? He knoweth not what he says. He knoweth not what he says. We should sing a praise song. I don't know a good praise song. All hail spaghetti. Oh, oh. Linguine and lasagna. Oh, oh. Oh, that was a good prayer, y'all. That was a good prayer. He left. I don't know what happened to him. He left. Yo, make sure you guys hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I appreciate it. I will be right back. Give me 2 seconds. And all God's people said amen. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Kayla, thank you so much for the $5 over on Venmo. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I want to thank, I believe it was, it was Patricia. Patricia, if you're here, thank you so much for the $10 from yesterday. I don't know how I didn't see it yesterday, and I apologize for that. But thank you so much. Your grandson calls it Spischetti. I think my daughter used to call it like, what did she used to call it? Espetti? I think it was Espetti. If I remember correctly. Espetti. Biscotti. I have heard Biscotti before. That's a good one. Eric, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. It said went full Catholic with the hymns. Was expecting more of a Southern Baptist vibe. You know, I was gonna go more Southern Baptist. I really was. I was gonna get the hands clapping. You know, get the choir going. You know, Jesus. I was gonna get one of those going. But I thought it was best to just pull the organ out. You know, when in life is pulling the organ out ever a bad thing? You know what I'm saying? When is it a bad idea to just pull the organ out? You know. Yeah, we didn't finish the Swan goal. That's okay. That's okay. Lovely, thank you so much for the $2. Says religious psychosis needs to be studied. It really should. It's very true. I think it actually has been. Cowbell. I think it actually has been studied. Actually, many, many times. Cowbell over organ. We do need more cowbell. Which organ? The liver? If you're pulling your liver out in public, well, first of all, more power to you. Like, well done. Okay. Yeah. Good job. I'm impressed. We need more cowbell. We do need more cowbell. That is true. I truthfully could use about 18 more times cowbell. You know what I'm saying? Just more cowbell in general. Just more cowbell in general. Personally, me, you know. We need more cowbell. All right, we're gonna see if we have any more callers. We've been on for like almost 2 hours. I was gonna burn straight through till 3 because because that's what I normally run. But I also have not started packing, and I did mention that earlier. You know, if you guys would like to help me clear this DJ Glasses goal, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Hello? Wait, what? Is that a serious? Hold on. Sorry, I just saw a news report. If you guys still support Trump, you can call in on a number above my head or join the guest request box. Sorry, I'm apparently reading Epstein's suicide note. I hadn't read that yet. Have you guys seen this? I can put it on the screen. I don't know. From his, you're saying it's from his first one? Yeah, it's unverified, but it was released by a federal judge, apparently. Sorry. I don't know. But it's apparently published in a book released by a lawyer. That's what it's saying it is. That's what they're saying it is. I don't know. Thank you so much, Dancing Spider. No, it's not redacted. It's the only thing from the files that hasn't been redacted. Looks like the only thing from the files that hasn't been redacted. Yeah, it's unverified. It's unverified. But that's what they're saying it is. I don't know. What do I know? They have the writing here. It says, they investigated me for a month, found nothing. The note begins, adding that the result was charges going back many years. It is a treat to be able to choose one's time to say goodbye. The note continued. What you want me to do? Bust out crying, the note reads. No fun. It concludes with the words underlined, not worth it. Sounds like Trump wrote it. No, Trump would be too stupid. He'd probably sign his name at the bottom. Donald Trump would probably be like, I am totally Epstein. Sign Donald Trump. This is totally Epstein and definitely not Donald Trump. Trust me, I know Donald Trump very well, and this is totally not him. I thought it was something crazy up on the screen. Just a reminder for all of you guys, if I end up not making it or whatever, I am very happy. Okay?
Well,
and not suicidal at all. Hello, how are you?
I'm great, man. How are you?
I'm excellent. How old are you?
22.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
Of course.
Why is that?
Well, everything he's doing in Iran. Do you not like that?
I don't like running anywhere. Unless it's from the police. Can you turn down the TV in the background?
Yeah. 1 second.
Epstein fucking rape niggas and Hitler and Diddy. I rape them every day.
Anyways, I just want to know where they ran to. Yeah. And I ran so far away. And get away. I ain't never ran from nothing but the police. There you go. Northside Long Beach. Northside Long Beach. Anyways, I got Ari singing that song, by the way, now. Which I find fucking hilarious. I heard Ari saying that on her live. Yeah. I heard Ari say that on. Ari does not she doesn't do the hippity hoppities, okay? So it's really funny. Saludos. Yeah, so it's really funny to hear her rap. It's really funny. It's one of the most amusing things you'll do. It's one of the most it's one of the most amusing things you'll hear. Like it is quite funny. She does not break down the beat. All right. Yeah, she be. I got her on her few. She actually really likes Childish Gambino now. Like that's the one I've really got her on. She likes Childish Gambino a lot. we're moving the Kendrick in there. Like she knows a little bit of the Kendrick. We're getting some of the Kendrick stuff in there. All right. And then she knows Northside Long Beach. That's about it. That's as far as I've gotten. Okay. We're like, you know, we've been together for just over a year. Like a year and a half now. Shit. And so we're working on, we're getting there. It's a slow moving pace. You know what I'm saying? It's slow moving. All right. She was singing Flashing Lights by Kanye in my car when we got out the other day. Yeah, she was singing Flashing Lights as I was playing it. I got J. Cole in the rotation. She hasn't quite picked up on it yet. All right. The J. Cole's in the rotation, but she hasn't quite picked up on it yet. That hasn't quite been her thing. All right. Introduce Ari to Tupac. See, this is what's wrong with y'all rap folk, all right? You guys are like, oh, Ari doesn't listen to rap? Let's give her fucking like 90s fucking like street rap. Like, what do you like? No, like, bro, you gotta ease her into these things, okay? It has to be easy. All right. I can't just be like, you know, like, hey, introduce you to DJ Quick, or you know what I'm saying? Or like, you know, NWA would be like real good for like that's not, you know what I'm saying? That's not what we're doing here. All right. Fuck the police, you know, like we can't be like a Public Enemy. Let's introduce a Bone Crusher and Public Enemy, you know, just for fun, you know. we're moving there, okay? We're moving there. Tribe Called Quest. Yeah, okay. Again, y'all, we have to keep this thing. We're moving. We're starting on stuff a little bit more recent, and then we can start to move back, okay? I did get her listening to a little Biggie, a little bit, barely, okay? We got a little bit Biggie in there. All right. I have to watch it. Sometimes her eyes get too big, and like they'll say something and her eyes get real big, and it's like, okay, nope, too late. Crime Mom? Yeah, sure. Oh yeah, Ari's here. She does like Big X the Plug though. She does like Big X the Plug. Like for real, Ari, or like just yeah, I'd be bumping some Big X the Plug. I'm not gonna lie. I like Big X the Plug. I like Mexican OT. I like Mexican OT. Like I think he's actually really good, but yeah, it's what she's learning. She listens to I like how this just turned into name every rap group that you've ever heard of. I like how that's what this turned into. play Ludacris, She's a Hoe. You's a hoe. I said that you's a hoe. I have played quite a bit of Gucci for her. She's not picked up on that. She's not picked. Move, bitch, get out the way. Get out the way, bitch, get out the way. She doesn't like Lemonade. Lemonade by Gucci is my favorite Gucci song, by the way. Lemonade by Gucci is my favorite Gucci song. I got lemonade unlimited, lemon watch me mix the shit. That is, that's my favorite song by Gucci by a long shot. I want to play that song. Now I want to listen to that song. Oh, what's a song about money makes me handsomer? The song is called Handsomer. That is the name of the song. I know I'm fine, but the money make me handsomer. Walking around looking like the come up to and the answer to her problems, but I'm not him. I don't mind it though. You don't like me how you think you do. I like it though. I'm 5'6", but the money make me 6'5". She said, I love your songs. I told her to list 5. Do I listen to Ari's music library? Do you think I ended up wearing a Mothica shirt on my own? Just out of curiosity. Do you think I'm the one who figured out who Mothica was on my own? That's not what happened. All right. I think this shirt right here answers that question. But we're going to be going to we're going to be going out to do Ari's music tomorrow night at a concert. I'm not gonna say where. I don't know if she's actually mentioned or not. I'm not gonna say who and where until afterwards. But yeah, we're gonna be going out to a concert of Ari's music tomorrow. That's part of our vacation. Yeah, that's actually the main reason we're heading out of town. Now we're gonna have a lot of fun where we're at anyway. Yes, it's Limp Bizkit. How about some polka? We can do some polka. The alcohol makes you handsomer? Yeah, it normally does. Polly could like Mothica. Plenty of people like different music. I like Mothica. I didn't. Yes, Ari is a metal. She's not a metal rock girl. I wouldn't describe her music as metal rock. I'm actually a lot more metal than Ari is. I'm a lot more metal than Ari is. She's a lot more. I don't know how to describe your style of music. I was gonna call it emo, but I feel like when people think emo, they think old school emo and not like new school emo. Alternative is actually the perfect word, I think. Alternative is probably the perfect word for what she listens to. Goth industrial, no. Yeah, alternative would be what she listens to. She likes she likes she does like Evanescence. I like Evanescence too though. Pop punk, no, not like indie. I don't know. I think alternative is the right way to say it. So I'm a lot more I think I like a lot harder stuff than I'll give you an example. Like I don't know. I like harder stuff. My Chemical Romance, it's not really her style. MCR is not really her style. Yeah, Hailstorm is definitely her style. Hailstorm is 100% her style. Yeah, Hailstorm is 100%. I didn't say you didn't like MCR. I've never actually heard you turn on MCR either. Yeah. See, people are saying Smashing Pumpkins, and that was my fear when I said alternative, because people start thinking 90s alternative and not like now alternative. Sleeping with Sirens, yes, she likes Sleeping with Sirens. Did you crowd surf to Sleeping with Sirens when we went and saw them? I don't know if she likes The Pretty Reckless. That's a good call, Corey. She does like The Pretty Reckless. She does like The Pretty Reckless. Pretty sure we saw them live too, actually. Funny enough. Pierce the Veil, definitely. I like Pierce the Veil though. Like that's I Prevail. Yeah, absolutely. Now we're in the right stuff. Pierce the Veil, I Prevail, all that sort of stuff. Even though I Prevail is a little bit more towards me, but she likes them. She likes them a lot too. In fact, I'll put 30 seconds on the clock. No, I won't do that because I don't know if that's her favorite band. Because her favorite band is probably, I'm not sure I know her favorite band. Is it Hands Like Houses? That's my guess. If I had to guess her favorite band. Okay, if I had to guess one, it'd be Hands Like Houses or Rain City Drive or like Archers or something like that. Or no, Dayseeker would have to be up there. Dayseeker would have to be really high. I think Dayseeker would have to be really high up there too. She says she doesn't have one, but I know what's on her go-to playlist. Paramore is definitely up there. Sleep Token is not up there. Ari has very specifically told me multiple times that Sleep Token is incredibly overrated. Yeah. And the only reason y'all like Sleep Token is because he's hot with his shirt off. Yep. Ari has specifically said those words to me. That the only reason y'all like Sleep Token is because of that. I would love to see them in concert. I think they'd be really good. I'm not a huge fan of Sleep Token, but I do like some of their stuff. I like Emergence. I like Rain. I like some of their stuff. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Kimini. That's exactly what I was thinking. Later, Ryan. That's exactly what I was thinking. Was like, you can tell the age of some of the people in the chat by the names of the bands they're throwing out. Yeah, you can definitely tell the names of the bands by the age of the people that are throwing out And I'm like, oh, they listen to alternative, and people start being like, Pearl Jam Unplugged. Yeah. Sleep Token mid as fuck. Do they have some good songs? They have some good songs. I'm not saying they don't have some good songs. They do. Falling in Reverse is definitely her style. That's for damn sure. Someone said Silverstein. That's my style. I love Silverstein. Okay, I actually forced Ari to go see them at Rockville last year. I forced her to go see Silverstein. Thursday is also my style. You smile in your sleep. Thrice is also my style. The artist in the ambulance, I hope that I will never let you down. Atreyu's my style. Yeah, now we're getting into my style. A Day to Remember, I've seen them live. Armor for Sleep, that's a deep cut, yo. That's a deep cut. And I love it. That's a deep cut. Y'all, I'm going to hang out and bullshit with people for like 15, 20 more minutes. I am going to shut down the vertical live on YouTube. So, if you want to still hang out, I'm going to be over on the horizontal live on YouTube and on TikTok. So, if you'd like to hang out, I would love to have you. I really appreciate you. But yeah, I'm gonna shut down the vertical on YouTube, And that's it. But I'll still be up on YouTube. So come on over to the horizontal one. Come hang out. We're gonna bullshit about music for a little bit. All right.